Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Science Today. Our host and incredible chemical engineer, Mr. Dr. Pete Lutters.
All right, it's welcome to Science Today, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible.
Attractive and talented co-host.
All right, I like that better. All right, incredible and chemical engineer are not two words you normally hear together. I am actually a chemical engineer. It's not a conversation starter at parties. But we're excited that so many people are here excited about science. Because not a lot of people in Georgia are excited about science, right? I mean, despite the fact we've had some guests here, we're going to have some more guests tonight from major universities like Spelman, Georgia State, Emory, Georgia Tech. We've got a lot of corporate research facilities down here. We've got places, government labs like the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Science isn't really big, right? In Georgia, we were more about sports and guns and sports, right? And the best evidence of that is very recently we made the Guns Everywhere law. Yeah, I'm just grateful that at the very end, in the 11th hour, they removed the part that allowed people to bring guns into my classroom at Georgia Tech. Because I think we all know what that means, don't we? Right? A lot of the Georgia Tech folks are happy about that one as well. We all know what it means when you can bring a gun into my class at Georgia Tech. A's for everyone, right? Right, and part of the reason we're here is to prove to especially some of the young folks who will no doubt be traumatized after tonight's show that scientists aren't always weird and nerdy. We're regular, normal people. We have senses of humor. We have hobbies. We do interesting things. And I want to apologize for the fact that despite our efforts to do that, I am wearing the plastic vinyl pocket protector. We've got a bunch of these free available after the show. You can pick one up if you want to, right? We've got plenty of those available for you. And people laugh at me for wearing these, right? The gentleman's got like 7 of them right there. That'll make you popular. Yeah, that's really good. So despite the fact that I wear this all the time, I actually wear it in comedy clubs from coast to coast, right? Because mine comes completely equipped with the laser pointer, ladies and gentlemen. Because I find that nothing says back off to a would-be heckler like a 5-milliwatt laser right in the eye, right? I open for a lot of comedians. They're always asking me, Pete, were there hecklers in the audience? How can I tell where the hecklers are? I'm like, dude, it's easy. Look for the guy going like this. Ah! All right, and I kind of want to apologize, right? Apologize on behalf of all science and engineering instructors, because we don't often engage the audience. That's part of what we're trying to do here tonight. A little bit of jokes, a few stories, some narrative, a little bit of music. We're not always the greatest teachers, right? And the best example is, despite the fact that we have spent 40 years trying to teach you folks the metric system, nobody cares, right? All right, make some noise if you're a fan of the metric system. Okay, obviously, this audience does not get out too much. That's all I'm saying. But it is kind of confusing, right? I mean, you've sort of got, mega, giga, you got all these different prefixes, right? Tera, peta, things like that. And it's very, very strange. I mean, mega, giga, tera, peta sounds like a sobriety test you get when you get pulled over. Recite the Latin prefixes, and then we'll let you go. And the big thing is I do a lot of computing at Georgia Tech, and now we do a quadrillion floating point operations per second. We call them flops. That's a petaflop. The NSF loves petaflop computing. I love petaflop computing, but does that make me a pedophile? That's the confusing part. And if you think about it, after 40 years, the only demographic in the United States to embrace the metric system are drug dealers. Right? They're all about the grams and the kilos and the grams, right? So I'm thinking maybe we could take a page from their playbook. It's a little bold, but maybe they could help us teach the American public about the metric system. I couldn't do it. I'd get fired inside of a week. I'm thinking only the Imagineers at Disney could pull this off. Hi, kids. Mickey Mouse here, and my friend Carlos from Bogota is going to teach you all about the metric system. Come on, Pluto. This guy gives me the creeps. Okay, Mickey, sit down and strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Today, kids, I'm going to teach Chew about the metric system. You have 3 kilos. You take away 1 kilo. You don't want to take away 1 kilo, but your friend Luis, he comes down the street. He says, hey, give me that 1 kilo. You owe me that 1 kilo. I say, you get that kilo over my dead body. Then he threatens to put an ice pick through your eyeball. So, kids, you have 3 kilos. You take away 1 kilo. How many kilos do you have? Maybe a quarter to a fifth, because we cut it with a lot of powdered sugar, and that's the metric system. I appreciate you folks laughing at the only obviously racist joke in the entire monologue today. I want to apologize. I don't mean anything. I don't mean to imply anything to anyone of Hispanic heritage about that. I certainly don't mean to imply that if you are of Hispanic heritage, you are necessarily good with the metric system. You may suck. I don't really know. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And we're glad you're here to enjoy tonight's really great show with some really great guests.